Welcome to the Education Innovators Podcast. I'm Eric Byron, and this is a short rant about why educators are so obsessed with treating the use of AI as cheating and how we can get past it. First off, let me establish I am in that camp of the folks that have concluded that AI detectors don't work. I've just seen too much evidence of false positives and teachers or others saying they've written something and then they submitted it to an AI detector and it came back with a high score, even 100%, saying that it was written by AI. So what I find frightening, though, is the number of educators who just kind of scoff at this and those reports and say, well, AI detectors work for me, right? They They confront students based on the AI detectors, flagging the writing, and then the students admit that they're using AI. So they conclude that it works. Apparently, there are actually a lot of students out there also who are just still copying and pasting directly out of the AI tools and making it relatively easy for teachers to spot it and, even without using AI detector tools. So I did see one teacher comment that they've decided to go back to using pencil and paper to do their exams and do writing assignments to make sure that the students are doing their own work. I get the teachers are, teachers want students to use their brains to write. And they want to develop and refine writing skills. This is all good. And they don't want them to rely on the AI to do it for them. And I think we need to step back and think about why writing is important, right? It's about communicating. It's about communicating thoughts, ideas, and emotions. Our thoughts, ideas, and emotions. Because AI doesn't have thoughts, ideas, and emotions. Right? So I get that sometimes, though, when we're young, right, we don't know how to express our thoughts, ideas, and emotions in words, particularly if we're trying to do this in a second language or we have a special need. This is where AI can be hugely helpful. This is also where I believe success in using the AI tools is directly dependent on training and practice, right? We need to help these students to use AI to help them express their own thoughts, ideas, and emotions, and keep reminding them that AI doesn't have thoughts, ideas, and emotions. And we've got to do this to get past this stigma that any use of AI is cheating. Okay, so I also saw a post from a teacher that she's going to stop writing or stop instructing on writing and focus on verbal communications. She was wise to post anonymously because she got trashed by other teachers. My take on this is that it isn't about, write or don't write. It's about language, right? Whether we use it for reading, writing, speaking, listening, language it's what makes us, a higher intelligence. Right? It's how we communicate our thoughts, ideas, and emotions. It's how we share stories and have passed knowledge from generation to generation, since we were cavemen. Honestly, it's also what scares me about this, is this generation now that does most of its communicating through text messages, emojis, and 30-second videos. I worry that our young people are losing the ability to communicate complex thoughts, ideas, and emotions. All right, but going back to using paper and pencil, to do writing assignments is not the answer. Deciding to stop teaching kids to write is not the answer, okay? Where the real rub comes in is that the education systems in many places, they're designed around a specific type of assessment that involves writing essays. And guess what? It didn't take students long to figure out that they can use AI to write an essay that's way faster and better than they can, right? So who cares about thoughts, ideas, and emotions? I got my essay done in 5 minutes. Now I can go play whatever video game for the next 4 hours straight. Teachers are between a rock and a hard place here, as they say. They need to be able to do proper assessments that meet the requirements of their school or the district or placement, protocol. But it's also impossible to control the use of AI and to ensure the students are expressing their thoughts, ideas, and emotions in their words, or at least mostly in their words. So teachers turn to AI detection tools, tools that keep promising them that they can do this and tell you whether the student wrote it themselves. Well, we've come full circle in this conversation, right? The AI detectors don't work, but the teachers, they need to know, so they rely on these tools anyway. Then we see heartbreaking cases like the university student I read about who she used the school-endorsed tool Grammarly to check a paper she had written before turning it in. Then the faculty used a flawed AI detector, and it flagged her paper as being written by AI, and they failed her. So she, appealed this, grade she received, and then she, acknowledged that she had used Grammarly, and the faculty member refused to give her credit for the assignment. This put her GPA and her scholarship in jeopardy. So the faculty member literally put her university education on life support based on a false positive from a tool that is known to produce false positives. Okay? It is heartbreaking, and I don't know how it's ended up. I read the story a while ago. So my conclusion here, right, the whole system has to adjust. And it has to adjust to the existence and accessibility of generative AI. This means changing the way we assess students' ability to express their own thoughts and emotions. And getting some help from AI should be encouraged, as long as the thoughts and ideas and emotions are the students'. And we have to stop this policy of guilty until proven innocent based on the results of AI detector tools that don't work reliably. All right, that's it for this quick episode of the Education Innovators Podcast. Again, I'm Eric Byron. Thanks to all those education innovators out there. You are making a difference.